Adelantico, adelantico.
Con el trío Aragán.
Hi, welcome to Buen Provecho. My name is Marta Quintana, and in this show I am going to show you how to bring Spanish flavors into your house for a very good affordable price. We're going to keep it triple B, GBA. Bueno, bonito, barato. Good, beautiful, and affordable. Bueno, good, because food has to be good and good for us, even though we're watching our wallets. Bonito, beautiful, we eat with our senses, not just our smells and our mouths, but with our eyes. So we want to look at it and say, ooh, I want to eat that. Barato, affordable, because we have to watch our budget. And I'm going to show you how to make delicious, simple, and budget-friendly meals from Spain, Cuba, Puerto Rico, all the Spanish countries. Bring them into your home at a really good price. Today, we're going to make what we call a Spanish tortilla. Now, tortilla is not a flour tortilla like they use in Mexico. This dish comes from Spain, and it is the poor man's meal. I'm going to have dinner with my family, so this is going to be our dinner tonight, and I've got to make it hefty and wonderful. My ingredients, right here, I have 2 potatoes, which I had in the pantry, and they're just caramelizing and browning away, and they smell delicious. They have a little salt and pepper and a little olive oil, so I'm just going to leave them here. I've got my pan here on medium to medium-high heat. So my ingredients are a little house seasoning. This is onion powder, garlic powder, some herbs, salt and pepper, little paprika. Everyone can make their own house seasoning. It just depends what you like and what you're going for, what flavors you're going for that day. Here's a little bit of freshly ground pepper, some coarse sea salt, a lot of garlic. It's good and good for you. Here we have some Spanish chorizo. I found this at our local grocery store. You could also use smoked ham for this, or bacon, whatever meat you want. But I find that if I stay on the pork side, it works really well. Now this right here, these are Spanish plantains. These are the sweet plantains. I had one that was almost black. It means it's sweet, delicious, about to go bad. So I sliced it up, fried it up, and it's just full of flavor and sweetness. I thought that today I would also add a green plantain that I had left over. These are salty and wonderful. You deep fry them twice. They're green, they're from the banana family. So at first you chunk them up, you fry them, they come out soft, you smash them, and you fry them again. And I'm going to add that to my Spanish tortilla. I have 2 onions here. Not Vidalia, not sweet, just regular yellow onions. They were good medium-sized onions, and I have a dozen eggs. So I also have some fresh thyme, which is my secret to a great Spanish tortilla, and some fresh cilantro. I use the stem and all because this is where all the flavor is. You know, I watch a lot of cooking shows and they just use the leaves, and I'm like, come on guys, flavor, yum, right here. So anyway, I'm going to serve this with an incredible soup, a fresh salad, and it's going to be comforting, satisfying, good, and good for you. We're going to start with our onions. My pan is medium hot, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Finish chunking up the rest of my onions. Now, these don't have to be minced or anything, just chunk them up. You know, nice, I don't know, 1/4 inch or so. In the pan it goes, rest of my onions, and once those onions hit the hot pan, oh man, it is like a party going on in here. I'm going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. It gives it that tangy, rich, and incredible flavor. I will finish getting my onions in there. Now you want to let these just cook for about 2 or 3 minutes before you add your garlic, so that your garlic doesn't burn on you. And see how they're coming along? My pan was really hot, so the cooking process will be a short one. Now my Spanish chorizo, I got this and it was already sliced. This is already smoked and cooked, So I don't have to saute it, I'm just going to add it to my eggs. Speaking of eggs, we're going to add a dozen eggs to the Spanish tortilla. What I do to my eggs in order to beat them better, I pinch the yolks like this so that when I start beating them, they are already ready to go. And I don't add cream or anything fancy. I just add a little bit of tap water. Oh, I'd say that was about a half a cup. Beat my eggs. And this will be the last thing to, no, that's a lie. This won't be the last thing to go in. Actually, my plantains will be the last thing to go in. And then we will cook it on the stove, covered for about 15 to 20 minutes. When it is done, my friends, you're going to see what a delicious Spanish tortilla from my grandparents in Spain is going to look like. Okay, my eggs are ready. My onions, oh, they smell amazing. My potatoes are ready, so I'm going to start chopping my garlic. Now again, I don't have to mince this, just, you know, a rough chop. You don't want big chunks, but, you know, you don't have to spend your time in doing all that mincing either. Garlic escaped there. You know, it was so funny. My husband this weekend was telling me all these food jokes that I should be saying on the show, and I'm like, Tim, please. There was this one about, oh yeah, a mushroom. This mushroom went into a bar, and the bartender says, oh, I'm sorry, but we don't serve your kind. And the mushroom says, well, why not? I'm a fun guy. You know, he is rolling, laughing, and I'm like, okay, no, it is a funny joke. He is such a character. He's a physician, and he's got this great skin product line, Face Foods. So he comes up with all these vegetables and organic jokes, and you know, he thinks he's the bomb. He is the bomb. He's my hubby. All right, so in goes 4 cloves of garlic. Now this is my fresh thyme. Thyme is very easy to peel. You just take it by one of the ends, I call it the little neck, and just pull back on the leaves, and you see, they will fall right into the pan. Now when your thyme is very tender, you can add stems and all because it just melts away in whatever it is that you're cooking. So I'm using about, I don't know, 5 or 6 stems of thyme here. It gives it such an amazing taste that even my mother, who is very Spanish and she's very by the book with her recipes, you know, she's like, oh my gosh, what did you do to this? Okay, here's my cilantro. And I take it, you know, like you do the basil, that you roll it up. Well, I take my cilantro and I fold it in 3 or 4 pieces, roll it into it, and see, there goes my cilantro, all chopped up nicely. And I'm going to use most of it. I'm going to reserve a little of it for garnish. So in goes my cilantro, and gosh, that is good. Okay, my onions are ready, as I said. My garlic is done. I'm going to turn off my potatoes and add my potatoes in here. Once I add my potatoes in here, you see how brown and delicious, how golden they are? They breach, they've got all that sweetness going on. Oh, this weekend I tried this potato called fingerling potatoes. Oh my gosh, they were sweet and savory. I made a potato salad out of them. They were absolutely amazing. So they were on sale. Don't be afraid to try anything new that's on sale. My gosh, that is the way most great recipes are discovered, by trying different things, new things, and mixing your ingredients. Even if it doesn't sound really good, it can taste amazing.